shrimp. Much for joining for tasting time.
Hi, I'm Katie O'Reilly and welcome to Katie's Food Carnival. Holiday gathering, gifts and bites. What do I mean by that? What journey are we going to take today? Well, there's always times in the holiday season, especially between Christmas and New Year's, where we're asked to go to a party and bring something. Either we bring a dish to share or we want to bring something for the host or hostess to enjoy on their own later. And we draw a blank, or we're just spinning with confusion. I'm here to help. I've got the solutions. Join me in the Carnival kitchen. We are going to walk through this together and have so much fun doing it, getting creative, getting artive, and going with our culinary instincts. Let's go to the KDO Food Carnival kitchen. Thanks for joining. This is really going to be an informative episode because there are so many times when we're invited to a party and we're asked to bring a dish. And we kind of stop and pause and maybe even freak out a little bit because we can't figure out what that dish might be, how to get it there, how to present it. Well, this segment's going to be a little different than the ordinary because I'm going to work with you and walk through with you on how to bring food to a party and what makes sense with you being comfortable the entire time. I'm going to start with, what if you just are not a drinker? You don't mind being around drinkers, but you do not consume alcohol. Maybe you're pregnant, maybe you just don't drink. Either way, you want something that's comfortable for you to drink. Infused water in a beautiful jug is fabulous at the holiday season, even summertime, but we're focused on holidays. Make your own. I usually start with a nice herbal tea, and then I add some fresh fruit to it, maybe some fresh squeezed juice, little honey if you want, or agave, and just sweeten it up to my liking. Get to the party, share it with friends, pour it over ice, do your thing. It's cute, it's pretty, it's presentable, and when in a jar, easy to transport. Won't spill in your car. Beautiful. Next, I'm going to go with a simple item that you can do in advance at home, meaning that you can bring it to a party wrapped and simply take off your wrap and set on the buffet. What I've got going on here is 3 variations of bite-sized wrap hors d'oeuvres. These are turkey club, always satisfying for a party. I've got a London broil with arugula and tomato and a Parmesan mayo cream. Always a hit because people like their meat. However, for our vegetarian friends, look at how easy this is. I just want to demo a little bit because when you walk into the party, that's all you have to do to get your food on the buffet. But getting back to our vegetarian item, this is our beets with goat cheese and arugula or spinach, whichever you prefer. A little balsamic into the goat cheese adds a brightness and a zest and an acidity. I love to use different colored wraps because if you are bringing a variety of items, it adds color to the buffet, and we love to eat with our eyes first. This is easy. Your work was done in advance, and as you've seen in previous episodes, wraps are so easy. I've demoed them. Bring a little garnish just for your trays. A little basil works so nicely. Look at that. Or for holiday, rosemary sprigs are ever so seasonal. They add a little bouquet to the air so you smell that herb note. The club wraps have a tarragon mayonnaise, which brightens that wrap completely. Those are always a hit. Your friends are going to love them. And you are easy did the work. Another item, very easy, sometimes dips and spreads. This is a traditional Greek tiramisu latte. I've folded up in advance at home. Wrap it, bring another tray for an under tray. This is a good secret. Cut your bread. I like to serve it with a sesame crusted bread. Wrap it, bring it just in a foil pan so you can walk out the door with it. You want to think about how you're going to get home with your trays too. All your work is setting that bread around. Once again, very, very easy. I'm going to be building the buffet as we go and as I share our tips so you can see what different guests are bringing. KDO, welcome back to the Carnival Kitchen. I started you off real safe and now we're getting a little bit more jazzy. Let's talk about a Bloody Mary shrimp cocktail as an hors d'oeuvre. If you want to bring the vodka, do it. You decide. Basically what you want to do is bring your spicy Bloody Mary mix. Your plastic 2-ounce shot glasses, and you just set them down and pour. This is fun. Got your grilled shrimp all ready in a foil pan, all done room temperature. Garnish these babies up. See? People are going to love the show you're doing. And a celery garnish. If you want to bring your horseradish, a little extra spice, do it. Bring everything that you need. That's the essential part, is that you want to have everything, including your tray if you can, so that you're not running around after the host for anything, because that ruins everybody's time. Bring it. Cheers. Let's talk about a couple other things. Feel me on this one? What is this? Instead of a traditional crudité, marinate and pickle your vegetables in advance. And then you'd think that we're getting all zesty with our plate up, but the truth is, let me turn that around so you see a little bit more of the garnish. What I've got going on here is these beautiful little blue glass vases. These are about $2 at the max at a craft store. You go and buy them. They're super jazzy. You can leave them if you need to. I've got the board as a base, but you'd want to bring that home. So just remember, pickle marinated mushrooms, a little rosemary garnish, asparagus, pickled asparagus. Pickle them in different pickling liquids. So if you want to add a little sugar, a little rosemary, or a little extra acidity with a red wine vinegar or a champagne vinegar, spruce it up a little bit. Change it a little so your zestiness is hitting the palate in different ways and people want to keep eating. And then cherry peppers, pepperoncinis. Who doesn't love a dilly green bean? And you taste that dill, it's still crunchy. Marinated carrots, also can do with a little dill, a little onion. That is simple and easy. I would love to show you how to do this. Simple and easy. These are two different salads. I want to show how you bring them. Look at this. I've got these in a plastic tumbler already prepared. If you just have foil over the top, they travel beautifully. No work when you get there except bring your tray. Okay, I've got to make some space here because our buffet, there's a lot of guests at this party. We are building a crazy buffet. All right, I'm just going to show you on one tray because I don't have enough for the others, but you'll get my point. So, I've got a Greek salad. You just set them out. I've got a salad de Provence with some pears and dried cherries. Whatever you want to do. And then, your dressing, don't dress in advance. It's going to wilt. Bring your dressing in a little squirt bottle if you need to, right before you're about to send them out. Dress them for everybody. That makes you the hit of the party because people are walking along, they grab a little salad, they're good to go. All right, all great tips for the cold. I am moving it into a couple hot items because sometimes we want to bring a hot dish. All of these can be brought to your party just on their cookie sheet. So you can do the prep in advance, even par cook them. So cook them most way, like halfway, so they're a little browned on top, and then bring them to the party. Ask your host to stick them in the oven, and then bring your tray and plate them up. What do we have in front of us? Let's start with the cocktail weenie. Who doesn't love a cocktail weenie? But how do you reinvent it? making it into a fortune circle wreath. If we're headed into the new year, we want to be representing circles of good fortune, almost like coins. I love it, and it's a party weenie, and you have your little ketchup dip. Who does not enjoy that beautiful salty comfort? It's just homey. Talk and drink and pop them in your mouth, you're good to go. Literally, if you cook them in advance, warm them for 5 minutes, bring your own tray, bring your garnish, bring your ketchup, it's all good. What do we have here? A fortune treat. This is pizza dough stuffed with mozzarella into little balls, also representing the fortune, the good fortune of the new year. I love this because you pull off a little zesty piece and it's filled with mozzarella, so it's ooey gooey, and you dip it in your marinara and you are eating basically a pizza cheese stick at a party shaped in good fortune bites. I think that is entertaining for all. And it has a little story. One of my favorites is baked goat cheese. It's so easy to make. I have in front of me just plain old goat cheese from the log that I have let come down to room temperature. And what you want to do is just mash it down a little bit. It doesn't even really matter because it's going to be covered, but you want it to be a little bit thinner and cover a little bit more space. And then we have our homemade rustic tomato sauce. And I love to do a tomato basil. Make your own recipe. This is done in your home in advance. So all of this is very easy. And I'm going to just show you, you cover that goat cheese completely because people love the sauce. You're going to dip this with some grilled garlic bread. Goat cheese, tomato, basil, marinara, and garlic bread is just about one of the best things you can do. Now hold on 1 second. I'm going to show you a little kitchen magic because you can bring it, wrap it just like this to bring to your party. Okay, set this aside. 20 minutes, melt it down, and voila. Tray it up, and then you have your garnish ready for you. And you can do the grilled bread, and we have plenty of it for dipping, and an amazing basil leaf. Look at how easy. It's delicious. It's a crowd favorite, and it speaks to you with your eyes. And now you come out, you bring it out, it's hot, it's warm, everybody's really friendly with it, and you get to load up your garlic bread. And I love garlic bread when it's been grilled because it adds a smoky element. Fresh basil brings a fresh garnish. Everybody loves it. A good garlicky rustic tomato sauce with a creamy goat cheese. It's Spanish from origin, but it really is Italian. It's all those traditional flavors. And it's really something that people warm up to, they welcome. It's not a confusing flavor profile for people. Spanakopita is a big word, but what it really means is just a spinach and feta cheese wrapped in phyllo dough. I like to lacquer mine with a little melted butter before I stick them in the oven to get a nice glossy caramelized crust on top. Bring those to a party. Your center sauce is a tzatziki, which is a garlic cucumber yogurt sauce. And then this is where you flex your culinary muscle. I have made a red harissa and a green harissa. And the reason being is headed into the new year, these are two very trendy ingredients. So work that little trendy knowledge in. Your culinary influence is going to show. What's the difference between a red harissa and a green harissa? Well, it depends on where you're coming from. But I'm going to tell you the one major distinction. Red is made with roasted peppers. They're smoky, and that's their base. The green is made with a raw green pepper. It doesn't have to be a regular green pepper, but it has to be a milder green colored pepper. And when we grab a spanakopita, best way to eat these is grab a little of that tzatziki and then choose which harissa, maybe even both, and dollop away. You are having an excellent bite. It's intriguing, it's trendy, and believe it or not, it's really healthy. So, and it's vegetarian, which everyone appreciates. We've got vegetarian here, and vegetarian there. You are being very considerate. I'm not going to kid you. The dogs aren't vegetarian, but I think we get that. The cocktail wings. I want to show you, coming up next, some gifts for your hosts to bring to the party. It's all good. Be right back. Hi, Katie O. Welcome back to the Carnival Kitchen. Do you believe your eyes? I am about to take you on a journey through potential, exciting hostess gifts that you can bring to a party. Host or hostess, whatever, doesn't matter. You're bringing yourself and your own talents. So check this out. So often when we think about bringing something, we just go and grab a bottle of wine or whatever, and it's like, here you go. Doesn't have a lot of heart and soul, doesn't have a lot of personality. Then we rethink it, and we're like, we should have done something. These are the things you should do. Let's walk through it together. I have incredibly creative ideas for you. Right in front of me, I have drinks. But what I have is actual mixers for drinks. I have made a fresh mango puree, a fresh raspberry puree, no sugar added, just the fresh fruit, whipped up, strained out, so it's just a puree. These are amazing, thick additions to any drink you want. If your host doesn't drink alcohol, these are fabulous with a seltzer water. So really consider these. I have bottled them. This is for a smaller version. I also have a larger version. Put them all into a little ice bucket. So cute, little carrier. What a gift. In addition to that, I've done a lavender and lemon simple syrup. It's just a bouquet of flavor, and the lavender is relaxing. The lemon and citrus added to your drink is phenomenal. A rosemary simple syrup with an olive at the end of the rosemary garnish. What could be cuter? And fresh orange juice. Now, all of these together, once again, gin or vodka, absolutely they could be added to gin or vodka, but if you're champagne, anything. So if you want to couple it with a beverage, choose a nice bottle. Otherwise, I say seltzer's the way to go, tonic, anything else. These are amazing possibilities. And like I said, get some beautiful little kitschy jars and seal them up. They can stick them in their fridge. They'll last, basically, the syrups will last for about 3 or 4 weeks. The reductions, the purees will probably last about 10 days in the fridge, realistically. So kind of maybe give a heads up. Fresh orange juice, who can beat it? Okay, what goes best with this? And what has your talent? Olives. Why don't you stuff your own olives? People love stuffed olives, and it's just so easy to do. So I'm going to show you. All you need to do is get these big colossal olives with no pimento in them. If they do have a pimento, just pull it out. I suggest anything you like in an olive. People love blue cheese stuffed olives, goat cheese stuffed olives, pickled garlic, sun-dried tomato. You can do a lemon, you can do a jalapeno, you can do anchovies. Whatever you think you like and your friends would like, do that. I have stacked them in little covered to-go containers. I've given 4 varieties. That is an amazing gift. Everybody's going to love it. The simple syrups, the olives, and whatever kind of accoutrement you want, whether it's vodka or gin, champagne, or just a nice bottle of sparkling water, you've got yourself covered. So that's amazing. Now, if you don't want to do the olives that go into drinks, let's say you don't even want to really go in the drink direction, things that are gifts that people can eat later that have part of you in them, Marinate your own olives. Grab a medley of olives, different sizes, different types, fresh herbs, a little bit of oil, some citrus rind, rosemary, any kind of fresh herbs that you like. Really, anything that you like. I love the rosemary and the lemon rind in there together with sun-dried tomatoes. It's bright, zesty, beautiful, and it's got a little like toothsomeness with those little pieces of sun-dried tomato too that just kind of burst with excitement. I use full-blown, full-size olives, Kalamata olives, mini olives, a variety of olives, whatever you like, mix them together. It's great. Put them in an amazing jar, gift it to somebody, they take it for later. They don't have to set it out. That's the point of a hostess gift. They can set it aside. It's great for later. You can do that with your pickled carrots. I showed all those pickled veggies yesterday. Asparagus, mushrooms, carrots, green beans, anything that you like to pickle. People love a nice pickled fresh vegetable. And if you sterilize your jars, they're going to save for quite a while. I also I love my green harissa. It's kind of one of my signature sauces right now, and it's trendy. Do a little green harissa for people. Everybody's going to appreciate it because when the party's over, they've got the gift, and that's the fun. I am currently marketing my own KDO Food Carnival organic soups. One, first of all, they're organic, vegan, and gluten-free, all at the same time. So wait another month. They're going to be on the market. You'll see them on my website. You'll see them on a lot of people's shelves. So let's get that excitement going. But let me show you as a gift how amazing they can be. They're beautiful. These are going to last on your shelf for a good 6 months. It's fabulous. Now, if you want to do that, these are a gift you hand off. That's not something you're bringing to open at a party. You can pair that with, I will be doing the green tomato soup with a dried Cajun rub. Therefore, the vegan and the vegans out there can mix it with their own veganese and keep it vegan. If you don't keep vegan, mix it with mayonnaise. I'll have instructions on all of it. But these are amazing gifts. If you make a soup or some sort of sauce or salsa, think about that. I've paired mine with a sun-dried and goat cheese tomato focaccia bread. I also have some honey whipped butter and some corn muffins with cheddar and jalapenos. Get creative. Bake a little bit, mix a little bit, cook a little bit, and give of yourself. It's amazing. Everybody's going to be so excited, and you're going to be proud walking in that door. So I've also got Parma Frico crisps as an option. Bag them up. They're amazing. You can make them a couple days in advance. And last but not least, one of my all-time favorites, sesame bacon candy. I just want to give you a little rundown real quick on how to make that. You start by rendering your bacon in a pan. Get the drippings after it's reduced. You want that bacon fat. So let your bacon, which is cooked pretty crispy, not burnt by any stretch, but pretty crispy, let that set and drain. Grab that bacon fat. All right, take a cup of sugar. You want to take some of the drippings to moisten it. You want to crumble up that bacon and add some sesame seeds and put that on a medium-high heat in a pan on your stove till it melts and turns like milk chocolate colored. Exactly the color that we're looking at, caramel color almost. We spread that out. Use your spatula when it's hot. Spread it out on a pan. Melting it should take about 5 minutes just to give you a gauge. So the actual cooking time is about 5 minutes. And we spread it out. Let it cool. Let it cool just like it is. After it's cooled, take your spatula and literally just break it up into pieces. This is one of the most delightful and desirable items that I have because it's savory, it's sweet, it's crunchy, it's chewy, it's got the sesame for a little umami. It's everybody's dream candy. I mean it. You gotta try this at home. It's a great gift. Check it out. Here I am, KDO, in the KDO Food Carnival apron which I sell on my website. What a gift idea. Let's say you don't feel like making any of this stuff. Let me do it for you. I love these aprons. I have 2 pockets, adjustable waist, can't be beat, great pattern. They wash up beautifully, and they're colorful and bright, black or white. Such a gift for the host or hostess, and men and women alike love to wear them. So I think you should go and check this out. If you don't have any other ideas, bring them an apron, because everybody loves an apron. All right, what do we have before us? Some amazing different ideas in the sweet category. Let's say you're a baker or a chocolate maker. Dip your pretzels. Let's see what we got going on. White chocolate, dark chocolate. I love to do the long pretzels. I love to do the folded pretzels. These are a gift that everybody can enjoy. And when bagged up beautifully, this is a great thing to bring to a host or hostess, because it just screams. You can sprinkle peppermint on them, any kind of sprinkles, colorful, whatever you like. Dip your pretzels. It's amazing. Do a half dip. Wrap them. Great. Seasoned nuts. It's one of my all-time favorites because everybody eats them. Unless you're allergic, you're going to nibble on them at some point during the day. And the flavor of a homemade seasoned nut is incredible. I have all types of varieties. I go with an ancho chili, kaffir, lime, cashew. I do a sweet and spicy macadamia nut to go with that buttery macadamia nut flavor. I have more of a rosemary roasted almond to keep them crispy and crunchy. I love this new one I came up with, which is a Bloody Mary spiced peanut, which is really got your zesty, tangy tongue going on when you eat them, so you really want to keep eating those. Those are fabulous. Those are crunchy, and people can offer them either just to themselves or to their guests if they want to. Keeping in that theme, if you are a baker, get creative, share your goodness, wrap it up, do a full gift basket. I suggest fun things. A giant jumbo marshmallow dipped in chocolate, and then some peppermint sprigs on top. That's crunchy, it's fun, it's cute, it's great if you have hot chocolate, and that's even better. If you do decorative cookies, give some of those. Wrap, who doesn't love to see a gingerbread person handed to them? Man or woman, 2 men, 2 women, whatever you want to do. These are always desirable in the holiday season. I think that these are kind of one of those unknown secret, like, homemaker recipes that people don't really talk about and they don't really get, but when they eat them at a party, they love them. These are Oreo balls. So they're like a mixture of the inside of the Oreo, the outside of the Oreo, creamed up, and then mixed with a little cream cheese, rolled into a ball, chocolate dipped. These are decadent and desirable. If you don't feel like frosting too much, just do a sugar cookie with a little white frosting. Get it going on. Package all of that, a big variety. I have oatmeal raisin cookies, and then if you like oatmeal cookies, add white chocolates, add cherries, anything seasonal. All of this is really creative. You can use boxes, give them a little display case, a basket, anything really fun to jazz up your gift so you can be offering a part of yourself at that party and saying thank you to your host or hostess. This has been an incredible, incredible episode. And let's not forget, if you're headed into the new year, bringing a gift brings good fortune. So that's why this is so significant. Bring a part of yourself, give the gift of good fortune in the new year. I wish you all a fabulous one. Thanks for joining me. It's always a delight. I'll see you next time on KDO's Food Carnival.